How's it going, guys? I just wanted to give a little of my personal history when it came to video games. I was a heavy gamer up till my first year of college, and then after that, I was kind of a late bloomer, and it was girls, 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 and then after that, it was work. So, video games kind of left my life, right? I still read up on it a little bit here and there, checked eBay once in a while, and if friends had it and I'd go over for a party, I'd be in awe at the new graphics and new systems, but I really stopped and I kind of kept my collection at my parents' house, which is still there. I have a lot of things still there, but I really had nothing. And then for some reason, middle of 2003, end of 2003, I decided um, I'd start building a collection again, and play the games I always wanted to play when I was younger but didn't have money or never got around to, that I would rebuild what I always wanted. Like I always wanted Super Mario RPG, but we grew up poor and never had much money, and that game was always so expensive and impossible to find. So I started looking on eBay more and more and checking out lots, and I figured a lot was the way to go to pick up a good amount of games and another Super Nintendo because I hadn't had any more. So I verified this. I went back into my PayPal and looked at the street. At the end of 2003, I bought a Super Nintendo lot. It came with a Super Nintendo, two controllers, one of those special arcade joysticks, and it came with about 12 games. So I'm going to tell you what games it came with. This was my only Super Nintendo purchase, and it was at the end of 2003, and it's been sitting in the closet up until I got the bug again, which is about a year ago, to start recollecting video games and building my library, but trying to find time to play them. So, the first game that came in the lot was Yoshi's Island. The second game, Tetris Attack. Now keep in mind, this is in the same lot. The third game, Super Mario All-Stars. The fourth game, Super Mario RPG. Now, the label is screwed up, but, still it's Super Mario RPG. The fifth game, Final Fantasy III. So, this was in one lot, came with Super Nintendo. You could tell this guy was an RPGer, and I love this lot for that reason. The sixth game is Final Fantasy II. The seventh game, our favorite pack-in, Super Mario World. The eighth game, Super Mario Kart. And the ninth game, which is kind of odd, but it was in there, but I took it anyway, is Turtles in Time, but this is the Japanese version. So, that's 9 Super Nintendo games, right? Right up my alley. These are the games I loved as a kid, that I lost, that I sold to Funko Land and got ripped off for. And it came with a Super Nintendo with 2 controllers, a special controller, and I got it all shipped for $70. That's $70 shipped at end of 2003. Today, I believe every single one of these games is worth at least $20. So that would be 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80. That's $180 plus the system. And I might be shortchanging it. I think today, if I were to buy this system, it would probably be around $300. What has happened to pricing games? These are not complete. These are just regular cartridges. It's become an untenable hobby for most of us to go back and recollect the games from our childhood, the games that we always wanted because they were too expensive, and because they're too expensive now. So I put this in my other post. I'm curious, if my son never gets into these, will these become worthless again? Will they become $5 cartridges each or less, bargain bin? If this generation of gamers die, what will become of the value for these older generations' games? Even though they're great games, will there be collectors and people willing to pay the money for it? Let me know what you think. Subscribe, comment. Thank you.